Jensen, professor of history and gender studies at Western Oregon University, and author of Oregon's Doctor to the World, Esther Pohl Lovejoy, and a Life in Activism.
Lovejoy's long life of activism stretched from 1869 to 1967. After childhood in Civic, Washington Territory, she clerked in a department store to have the money to pay for medical school and became the second woman to graduate from the University of Oregon Medical Department in 1894. She served as Portland's city health officer from 1907 to 1909, battling bubonic plague and supporting women's organized action to achieve pure food and milk, weathering a personal tragedy with the death of her son Freddie due to impure milk. Lovejoy took a leading part in the campaign for votes for women in Oregon and the nation, building grassroots coalitions, contributing her considerable speaking and organizing skills, and developing new tactics of mass campaigning used throughout the nation.
Esther Lovejoy's public health and suffrage activism focused on what she called civic health, that all women needed the empowerment of the vote to be able to make their communities healthy and safe.
To extend her claims to women's full citizenship, Lovejoy ran for U.S. Congress in 1920 from Portland and garnered a significant 44% of the vote. During the First World War, she went to France to study conditions of women and children in the wake of war's violence, and in 1919 took the chair of the American Women's Hospitals, an all-female medical unit representing U.S. women physicians in wartime France. Lovejoy transformed the American Women's Hospitals into a medical humanitarian organization, a precursor to other groups such as Doctors Without Borders, and shaped the group's response to refugee crises and the long wars of the 20th century. She served as chair until shortly before her death in 1967. Lovejoy was also an organizer and first president of the Medical Women's International Association and had a life of service with the American Medical Women's Association. Experiences from her early life and through her long activist career gave Lovejoy strategies to implement what she termed constructive resistance, the ability to take effective action against unjust power. She called for an end to war as a vital ingredient for international health. This was, she said, woman's big job. Lovejoy's strategies and vision offer important possibilities as we continue to forge a path toward international health and human rights.
Early in my research on Lovejoy, I came to Lone Fir Cemetery in Portland on a cloudy day like today to see her grave, and I was surprised to find that her marker was covered with leaves and dirt. My hope is that my research and this biography will help uncover her life so that more people will know about her, just as now her gravestone stands uncovered in Lone Fir Cemetery.